Welcome, everyone. I'm Gina, and today we're going to do a little bit of gentle movement. We're going to do some breathing, and we're going to do some meditating. So find yourself in a comfortable seat. You might want to do some wiggling or roll the shoulders, just to get yourself in kind of a easy, relaxed state. Sometimes the shoulders just want to creep up towards the ears, and we want to remind them that they can just relax where they are. You might want to do a few neck rolls in one direction and the other direction. And if you hear any pops or clicks, that's fine, as long as you're not feeling any pain. Keep it slow, keep it gentle, and just see what feels good in your body today. Don't forget to go in both directions. And then maybe we want to roll out the wrists, do some figure eights, or circle in one direction and the other direction, whatever feels good. Again, the hands are another place where we seem to hold a lot of tension. We don't even really realize it. So once you feel like you have introduced some calm, some relaxation into your body, you can decide whether you want to have your palms face up if you're looking to receive energy today, you're looking to gain from the universe, or you can have your hands palm face down on your lap if you are looking for grounding and stability and feeling rooted. If you have felt like this has been a flighty week, palms face down, and we'll look to be really grounded. And then just feel into your hips, into whatever's beneath you, into your feet if you're sitting in a chair, into whatever's touching the ground, and think about rooting yourself while also lifting the chest. So inhale up the sternum, over the nose, over the crown of the head, and exhaling down the back of the spine. You can close the eyes if that feels comfortable, or you can lower the gaze if that's what you prefer. So inhaling up the front of the body, over the crown of the head, and exhaling down the spine. Keep the breaths nice and easy. They don't have to be deep breaths. They don't have to be big breaths. Inhaling up the front and exhaling down the spine. Inhaling to lengthen and to lift, and exhaling to root down into the hips, feeling secure. And as you're visualizing the breath coming up and exhaling coming down, if you'd like to create an intention for your practice, now's a good time to do that. So something you want more of in your life, stated in present tense: I am calm, I am patient, I am well, I am happy. Whatever it is, whatever you're looking for, state it as if it's already happened. Embody what would that feel like if you had that, if you had more of that. Inhaling up the front and exhaling down the spine. And then we'll move into an even longer exhale. So inhaling, again, if you like this visualization, inhaling up the front, lifting the chest up over the crown of the head, and elongating the exhale, making it maybe twice as long as the inhale. So a nice, slow, controlled exhale, just long enough so that your inhale can be nice and gentle. So if you're gasping for breath, you might have gone too far. But expanding those exhales helps turn on the parasympathetic nervous system and let our body really know that we're safe, that we're relaxing, that we're protected. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose where you can. Inhaling in a long, slow exhale. And we're going to experiment with some breath retention. So at the end of your next exhale, hold the breath out until you feel that hunger for air. So it might not be as long as you can possibly hold your breath. We're not looking to be air starved, but just to gain that little bit of hunger. This encourages hormesis, which is the positive stress that we get from exercise or from cold plunging or wild swimming, or that we get from intermittent fasting, just putting some positive stress. So when you feel that pressure building, you feel your diaphragm wants to let the air in, hold the breath for another second, and then nice and controlled and slowly in through the nose. A nice, slow, long exhale. And then doing a few more rounds of breath like this, in through the nose, out nice and slowly. When you feel like you're ready, at the end of an exhale, hold the breath again and see, is it about the same? Can you hold it a couple seconds longer? Waiting for that air hunger to build. And when you feel the diaphragm starting to work, you really want to breathe in and take a nice, slow, controlled breath in. And do a few rounds in through the nose, out through the nose, nice long exhales. And we'll do one more breath hold like this. When you're ready, there's no rush. In through the nose, breathing up the front of the body. Nice, slow, long exhale down the spine. And at the end of your exhale, holding the breath, creating that air hunger, just until it feels medium strong. Then hold it a couple more seconds, and then a nice, slow inhale through the nose. Let the breathing return to normal. And scan the body. As the heart rate comes back to your resting heart rate, how does your head feel? How are your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists? How do your hands feel? Sometimes they tingle after breath holds. That's normal. How's your chest and your belly? Where can you feel the breath? Is it more up top, or is it more in the diaphragm? How are your hips, your knees, your ankles? Is there anything that you need to do to make yourself a little more comfortable? If you need to move a little bit or adjust the way you're sitting, do that. There's no need to sit in discomfort when you have the power to make a small adjustment to make yourself feel a little more relaxed. And then we'll move into some box breathing. Some people like to count, some people like to be more intuitive, but do what feels good in your body, inhaling, holding the breath at the top for the same length of time, exhaling, and then holding the breath at the bottom. And if any of these breathing patterns don't work with you, just follow the breath in and out through the nose. That's totally fine. But if you want to try box breathing, maybe you start with 3 or 4 seconds per side of the box. And as you feel comfortable, maybe you lengthen the side of the box, making your box a little bit bigger, maybe 4, 5, 6 seconds. But again, only if the breath is not too belabored. We're not looking for gasping breath or I can't wait to exhale. It should feel really sustainable. Make it easy on yourself, make it easy on your body. Maybe while you're box breathing, you bring back that intention. And you think of all the ways in which that has showed up for you in the past. Maybe you think about all the ways you would like that intention to manifest itself in the future. Inhaling, holding the breath at the top, exhaling, and holding the breath at the bottom. Your count. Taking time to relax and breathe is often the first thing to go when we feel like we have so much to do. But it is the building block of good mental health, of being able to deal with stress, and of feeling really good in our body. So taking a little bit of time every day is really important, no matter what it looks like, whether it looks like mindfully getting ready, mindfully eating, mindfully deciding how you're going to use your time. All of these little micro decisions really add up over the course of the day. All of our interactions with ourselves, so the things we tell ourselves, and our interactions with others, the way we communicate both what our needs are and what our capacity is to meet others' needs, all feeds back into whether we're going to be in a stress response or whether we're going to be in a relaxation response. We'll do one more round, inhaling, holding the breath at the top, exhaling, and holding the breath at the bottom. Take your time. When you have finished that round of box breathing, allow the breath to return to whatever feels normal in your body. Looking for the breath in the belly, looking for the breath very gently in the chest. Maybe you can feel the breath in the back. Acknowledging the breath coming in cool and coming out warm. Acknowledging yourself for showing up, for doing the work, giving some gratitude for all of the things you can do, and for prioritizing your well-being. It's not an easy thing to do. Showing up is more than half of the struggle. If your eyes are closed, you can rub your palms together to generate a little bit of friction, a little bit of warmth, and then give yourself a nice little gentle massage covering the eyes, rubbing into the temples, blinking them open slowly, coming back into the room really gently. Maybe you give yourself a head massage if that feels good, or a little neck massage if that feels good. Maybe you give yourself a stretch. And then be gentle with yourself. Drink some water. And see if you can ease your way into the rest of the day. Thanks for practicing with me.